Welcome back, trainers. So for the past several videos, we've been taking a look at some teams that don't require XL, but I'm going to be testing out a few things that I've been wanting to use for a while that have actually been quite annoying to go up against if you don't have something specific to counter it, and that is going to be Jellicent. It is going to be 100% IV, so technically not ideal for something that you're going to be wanting to invest XL candies for on this specific Pokemon here. And I don't even have enough to even max it out to its complete XL potential at 100% IV. So you're going to be able to see how well it's going to be performing if you are in the same boat. Another XL we're going to take a look at is going to be Scrafty, another one that I yet again do not have enough to completely XL up. It's close, it's also best buddy, but not all the way there. Other than that, we're going to be having Charizard on the team, same team for the entire video. And I'm going to have to say, I had some pretty crazy battles here. Got to do a lot of maneuvering, a lot of strategizing, but it pulled off. It worked, and I love this team, so happy to bring it to you. If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you need to turn notifications on, and I'll be keeping you up to date. Now, really quick, what's going on with the news? Like, how come you're not talking about the jungle thing? You know, folks, what's there to know? I mean, it's going to be in a while. You're going to get a new grass and dark type Pokemon. We'll look at it when it comes out. It has potential, but, you know, its weaknesses are going to be very common amongst the meta. Anyways, with that said, I think we can go ahead and get into the commentary here. Really not much to say other than the Jellicent is amazing. We'll talk about it as we go through the battles. We've seen Scrafty has to look out for fairy and fighting. Extremely has to look out. Extremely has to look out. What the heck is that? It really has to look out for Charm. Obviously fairy types because it's dark and fighting typing. That's why we do have Charizard on the team. Jellicent doesn't necessarily counter, Charm or Fairy users, but it's very tanky and it can do things with Bubble Beam. So I will be going with Hex, Bubble Beam, and Shadow Ball. You can go with Bubble Beam for the quick move and or Ice Beam and then Shadow Ball. You may want to use Ice Beam as a swap, not a lead, but that's just me. Alright, so with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Up against a Charizard, this is obviously great. Blast Burn at this point is really not going to do anything. Well, I mean, it's going to hurt. Probably going to hit us with Blast Burn. Yeah. It's just going to do the most damage before they do go down. Now, what happened here? Check this out. We're not going to take damage. Now, everything is recorded on my screen here. If I did any shystiness, you would see it happening on the screen. We're getting the little loading ball. Could it just be them in a frozen state or us too, the server being garbage? Yeah, I'm going to probably lean towards that, but the potential also is there for them to try to minimize the screen for whatever reasons, and it just screwed them over. I've seen it happen. I've seen videos out there of examples that can backfire on them. It was just people showing you that this minimize trick can screw you over too. And I'm not going to tell you which video it is. I'm not going to link it to anybody. If you find it, you find it. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Again, I'm not saying that they did that, but it's pretty much aligning with what the person who was exposing that is saying. Anyways, we have a Gengar here. We're going to go ahead and go in here with Scrafty. We're letting the Jellicent go down. We had a bad lead. We're going to pull this around. Let's go. They caught this. That kind of really pissed me off. It was a good catch, but it was annoying. So let's go ahead and see if we can take this this Machamp out of here. We're getting their last shield, which is great. So what we want to do, this is going to be crazy, but we're going to let this go, let them take us out. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage from that Shadow Machamp, but it's perfectly fine. All we're going to do is go in here and start farming up, shield this Cross Chop, take out the Machamp. We have energy ready to go. In comes that Gengar. We're going to go Foul Play and take the win. Let's get it. And this team just absolutely crushed it. Let's go. Yeah, I know we didn't take that Blast Burn, but technically that was like a debuff Blast Burn. It wouldn't have mattered. And yeah, anyway, into the next battle. Interesting matchup, Night Slash. That's going to hurt us a lot. So we're not in the clear quite yet. And they go ahead and get the stinking boost. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Bubble Beam to lower their attack. Now their attack's going to be raised by 1 stage still, because we did debuff them, and Night Slash goes by 2 stages when you get the attack buff. Swapping into Scrafty, they're going to be bringing in Crobat. Not the best. Could be worse. Could be a Charm. Could be a Fairy user. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. There's no need to waste a shield. There is I'm assuming, Shadow Ball, and then the Poison Fang, obviously, like we just saw. So there's no need to shield up. That would have been a waste. Going to go for the Foul Play, just adding on that damage. Our counter is massively resisted by the flying and the poison typing on the Crobat there. So I'm kind of deciding what I want to do here. If I go in with Jellicent, we have a possibility of taking a Shadow Ball. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up, and it is a Poison Fang. We're going to go ahead and farm down at this point. This is another Poison Fang, I would assume. So we're obviously going to easily let this go through. Not very effective. Fantastic. We did waste one shield, but it is what it is. You got to be safe sometimes. Bringing in that Scizor, and I'm just thinking Charizard's going to have a field day. Let's go ahead. Use your last shield. What you got in the back? Now, this trainer here is, I have to say, one brave soul. You're going to see what's in the back. A very brave soul. I'm surprised that they don't have a water type on the team instead of that Crobat. They got a Escavalier in the back, so they have two Pokemon that are going to be taking massive damage from fire. And I'm not trying to discredit them or anything like that. I'm just saying, you're brave, very spicy, very nice, good game. Moving on to our next opponent, we got a Samurott. Fantastically ace, Samurai. Let's go. So there's nothing that they can do at this point. A Mega Horn. Let's go ahead and see that. All right, that's without the debuff. So we're just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball here. We're letting it go through. Now at this point, we can just go Bubble Beam. It's not very effective, but their charge moves are not doing anything. After we get this off, at that point we can farm. But they're swapping into a Unpheasant, and it kind of threw me off. So it's going to be a spicy pick to alternative Pidgeot. So again, this trainer is going to be getting some points for creativity and picking things that are outside of the box. So it was very nice running into some of these trainers today, and props to you guys if you are seeing this video. So I'm not too familiar with that thing, just, you know, what it can do. It has Sky Attack apparently, and it's used both shields here, so let's see what's going to happen. I don't really want to bring in Scrafty, but I decided to just go ahead and do it anyways. We're going to just expend one of these shields here and then farm it down. I just found that to be the best option. They do have a Typhlosion. We instantly swap into our Jellicent, and they say, yeah, no, I'm good. No bueno. All right, so into the next battle, folks. What are we going to be met with? That Jellicent lead the entire time, and Escavalier. Our Excadrill. Escavalier, Excadrill, Steel. You know, you see where I'm going with that. Anyways, we're going to stay here. This is good. We're going to shield up that first one, which we could have taken quite comfortably, but I just want to really put on the pressure. It doesn't matter if they hit us with 2 drill runs now. You're going to see the damage. Yeah, that's not really doing much. And now with this next debuff, we're going to be looking just golden here. We can just keep hitting these bubble beams. So we're going to be getting a shield, and they're swapping into a Gramble. We're going to go ahead and bring in Charizard. Fantastic. We got to love this here. If they want to use their last shield, hey, by all means, be my guest. And they're going to go ahead and let it go through. And the Charizard is primed and ready to go for whatever they do bring into the fight. And it is going to be a, oh, well, I mean, maybe not that. For Alligator. So we got another starter here. The water, very nice. And they do have Waterfall. So that is another interesting Pokemon. And yet again, another spicy pick. Something that's outside of the box. Again, firm handshakes all around here. So we're going to go ahead and let this Hydro Cannon go through here. Contemplating how do I win this? How are we going to be able to pull this off? So we're going to go ahead and just go Power Up Punch. We get a shield. Beautiful. We've raised our attack and got a shield out of them with a Power Up Punch. We're going to shield up this Hydro Cannon, and they're going to be bringing in that Excadrill, hitting this Power Up Punch before they can get to their Drill Run, and it is enough to take them out. In comes the Feraligatr, and we're able to counter down. Scrafty putting in that stinking work. Love this thing. Always doing good. So we are going to be taking a 5-win streak for this team here. As a matter of fact, we do get another 5 wins. It just did that good for us. And not only that, the leads were amazing. So I really can't complain there. So let's see what we're going to be met with for the next battle. A Pidgeot. Now, we've been on the other end. We've been the Pidgeot. And I'm going to tell you, you're in a comfortable position there. Unless the Jellicent somehow has Bubble Beam and Ice Beam, then you're going to be in a different position. Because you're going to have that damage that you have to worry about that's super effective. But since we do have Shadow Ball, not very effective, and they can continuously lower our attack by 2 stages and also do a lot more damage because we do have Hex, which is not very effective to that normal Pidgeot, we're going to go ahead and retreat into our Charizard here. And I do, oh yeah, they're going to be hitting that charge move before we do go down. I do shield it up so we can get to this Blast Burn here. Running into a lot of people this season, double shielding that Pidgeot. They're going to be letting it go through. That sounds good, and they do take us out. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with the Scrafty to see if we can just counter it out, and we do. Instantly gone. They're coming in here with a Snorlax. So, folks, I know a lot of you already understand what that means. That means something in the back absolutely does not want to see the Scrafty. All right, so what we're going to do is just casually catch a superpower here. Probably made them rage a bit, and they're going to be swapping into what we suspected, something that does not want to see Scrafty, which is going to be the Galarian Stunfisk. Gonna start lowering that attack. Sure, I could have hit Shadow Ball, but hey, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna be able to outpace them. Earthquake at this point with a double debuff is just gonna tickle the Jellicent XL over here. So we have nothing to worry about. It's gonna be able to, the Scrafty is gonna be able to come in here and farm down. Look at that Earthquake. I mean, look at that damage. It did hardly anything. So now we're gonna go ahead and go for Shadow Ball, which I do believe we will get a shield. Yeah, they know exactly what's going on here. And going for another Bubble Beam just to add on that damage, just to add it up. All right, just to add up. But they're swapping into Snorlax, so we're just going to go ahead and swap into Scrafty on our shieldless opponent. Get off this Power Up Punch with the energy we already had built up. Take out that Snorlax with our attack buff. In comes the Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to let that go through. It's just a Rock Slide. Earthquake wouldn't have KO'd us anyways there either. And then we're just going to be able to counter down. They're going to hit us with another Rock Slide. And well, this might be an Earthquake. Okay, yeah, it is an Earthquake, so they were trying to trick us up there. And we're not going to flex by not shielding, and we shield and take them out. Next battle, we're going to be met with a horrible lead up against Amandabuzz here. So this is, again, like I said in the beginning, a lot of these battles I'm going to be maneuvering around. So I see a few comments here and there about teams that I do make, and I just got to let you know here. You know, some of these teams that I make are absolutely solid, dang solid. So much so that other YouTubers copy them, rip them off, make teams for them as well. Maybe even switch a Pokemon that is like the same type, but just kind of like, you know, remix it up. But you have to know how to play it, okay? Because somebody made a comment kind of a bit rude. I deleted it already because, like I said, I take criticism, obviously. I welcome it. But if you're just going to come out and just be a flat dummy, well, I'm going to delete your comment like you're a flat dummy, right? So you don't come at me saying that you can't play the team, because basically that's your fault. I bring you the teams, and if you use it and you have bad matchups, don't come crying to me. I'm not the one. But I honestly, I don't even feel like most of those comments that are made like that are even people who are just normal, who have any sort of normalcy within them. It's just people who are part of the hate wagon, and so they're just coming to just, you know, leave their little hate comment. It's not their fault. Look, we have to understand this. I'm going to step away from this in a second, don't worry. But you have to understand, these haters, I'm constantly running through their mind, right? I'm just like constantly running through their mind. I'm all they think about, so they have to, you know, do like, you're constantly thinking about something, so you kind of want to interact with it, and that's what they're doing. So anyway, yeah, I got to take my little jab at these suckers every once in a while. Right? You got to knock them down a peg or two, because they were starting to attack my son, and I swear if I see him in person, I'm going to line you up, and you're going to get yours. Anyways, we're going to see the Jellicent going for a Bubble Beam on the Galarian Stunfisk here. Going to go ahead and take that out, and they have their Jellicent in the back. We get to the Shadow Ball. Holy cow. Are you kidding me? That was so close. So we're going to go ahead and go for that. Swap into Scrafty here. And this is the key. Now, what I wanted them to do was use their energy. This is crazy battle, right? Charizard's going to come in here. It doesn't matter. Shadow Ball's not going to KO. We're able to get to the Dragon Claw. Taking the win. Wow, that was an intense battle. But we were able to pull it off. Let's go for maneuvering. All right, into the next battle. What are we going to see in the lead here? It's an Excadrill again. Yep, we love to see this here. So essentially, everything on the team is good against it. Sure, it can one-shot Charizard with Rock Slide, but have you seen the Shadow Charizard video that I made going up against an Excadrill before? It melts it away. It just melts it. Scrafty obviously will destroy it, and then the Jellicent here is just going to be able to tank everything while dishing super effective damage. Slowly but surely, but inevitably taking the win. Easy money here. So they're not going anywhere. They don't want to swap. Let's see, maybe after this here. Yep, they're swapping into a Gliscor, and what we're going to do is go ahead and lower that attack and then bring in Charizard. So I do believe that they get the dang boost here. They go for Night Slash, and no, never mind. They didn't get the boost there. They may get it for the next one. I swear I thought a Gliscor got one of these things got a boost. Anyway, we kind of need to win this matchup here, so we're going to let this next one go through. Yeah, there's no boost. Never mind. Now we're going to go ahead and go for this. It might have been there where we couldn't see it. I think we just heard it. So we're going. Now, what do we want to do here? This is getting a little bit interesting. Do we go with Scrafty and farm down? I think we do. We're going to instantly throw it in because they're going to throw this Night Slash, right? Expecting the Jellicent. But Scrafty's just going to take not very effective, at the same time farming down. They're swapping before it actually goes down into a Lugia, but we're loaded up on energy, throwing a foul play. They've got no more shields. We swap into our Jellicent, and we're going to go ahead and go for Bubble Beam. Now, I'm going to talk you through this, like as if I'm not going to, like I haven't been doing that the whole video. I screwed up. I thought I screwed up by going for Bubble Beam. So at this moment, I'm like thinking, well then, they're going to win. Wow, I just gave them the win. I could have just went for Shadow Ball. What am I doing? But I guess it's not over until it's over, folks. So they're going to be farming us down. That Lugia is loaded. They swap into their Excadrill. We counter them down. And they tried to catch a charge move, but I farmed the rest of the way. And we're going to go ahead and hit that foul play on Lugia and take the win. Wow, 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 wow. That was a close one now. Yeah, let's go. Into the next one, we're going to be met with a Gengar. This is not good. It's not the worst because we're also dealing some good damage with the Hex as well. We can hit it with Shadow Ball, I suppose, but they're going to be able to do a lot of damage here. It's not the best, not the worst. It's okay. At least it's not grass. So we're going to be getting a shield, and we swap into our Scrafty as soon as that does happen, and they're going to be bringing in a Shadow Machamp. Now, this is still okay. It is not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Just keep countering away and keep on power-up punching and doing as much damage as possible. And I was going to say, if possible, try to come out with energy, but that's a situation that's probably not going to be too often. Anyways, bringing in our Jellicent, we're letting this go through. And we just want them to use their energy, and I was slapping. It was a cross-chop bait. Let's go. So we're going to go ahead and go for a Bubble Beam here. That, or they're just trying to get off a charge move before I took them out. Bringing in Charizard to farm them down the rest of the way before they get off a charge move, and they bring in that Gengar. There must be something in the back weak to Charizard. What is it going to be? Oh, yep, for sure. So what we're going to do at this point is use 2 shields and farm down. Simple as that. Whatever is in the back is just going to get demolished by fire. All right, so I'm expecting them to swap as soon as I shield this up, and then they're done here. And no, they're going to go down with the ship. Something really is weak to fire in the back. Okay, never mind. It's an Umbreon. So we're just going to go ahead and Blast Burn everything. Like we've discussed, Blast Burn does not care what type you are. Bringing in the Jellicent here, and I'm getting nervous, thinking, now they're going to farm us down. Charizard doesn't really have enough health to survive these foul plays, right? I mean, so how is this going to work? So foul play, and then they're going to get to another one. A Dragon Claw wasn't going to do it. They take the win here, and it's a good game. Simple as that. Fair and square. You got me. Nice one. Alrighty. You know, oh, they had a good lead. Yeah, no. It was an even lead, right? They got that win nice. Anyways, into the next one, we're met with an Articuno. That's a good lead. They're swapping into a Drapion, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Scrafty. This is a good counter to it. I wouldn't say a hard counter, because Sludge Bomb there, as you can see, is doing a lot of damage. I do believe hard counters are Pokemon that don't really take much damage from any of the charge moves that the opposing one does, while you're dealing super effective damage, potentially with your quick move and charge moves, right? Alright, so we're just going to... soft counter, right? Decent counter. Because they have gotten us into the yellow, yeah. So we're farming the rest of the way. We're letting this go through. It's not going to KO, no problem. They're going for Crunch, which made me even happier. Now, they're doing that to get the debuff. They swapped to I was going to say clip it. No, Poke's not called clip it. It's called sniping. They sniped me out, which I'm going to say really pissed me off. Really, it did. But then at the same time, I just threw my Charizard, and I was like, you know, talking at the screen, bad-mouthing the screen, like, what you going to do now, huh? And then they back out, so that made me laugh. Anyway, next battle, we're met with a horrible lead, which is going to be a Magnezone, swapping into our Charizard. We can go Scrafty, but I decided to just go with the Charizard here. Shielding up the Wild Charge. We have a ton of energy, and we're just going to go straight for the Blast Burn. I'm honest, I didn't see what they bring in. Oh, Glade. They let it go through. Maybe expecting a Dragon Claw. Oh, my goodness. And they have a Sylveon in the back. Oh, no. For them. Alright, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to just do this damage. They take us out. We bring in Jellicent. We going to try to go for Shadow Ball here? I think we better shield this up. We need to keep this alive. Yeah, Moonblast. And I'm expecting a swap, and they swap into Magnezone, thinking that I screwed up here. So we swap into our Scrafty. We're going to go ahead and farm down. They don't get to another charge move. And here you go. Scrafty is going to be able to take down Sylveon. No, that's not true. It's not, but it's going to be taking some good damage onto it. Bringing in the Jellicent, getting to the Bubble Beam, we're going to be able to take the win. They were trying to get to that Moonblast, which I don't think would KO, but Maybe with the like extra charms it would have, but nonetheless, good game. Next opponent, we're met with the worst lead, quite literally an Umbreon. So we're swapping into our Charizard. We don't want to go Scrafty. We don't want them to know we have that yet. What we want them to kind of do at this point is retreat into anything. If they have a counter to us, then, well, you know, we'll figure it out. So we're going to let that go through. They did shield it up. I do believe this Umbreon actually shields both of our Blast Burns. So I go ahead and shield this one up to put on a little bit of pressure here, because I feel like they want to keep this Umbreon in the battle, and they do 100% using both shields on it, so that sounds good to me. What we're going to do is definitely not use this last shield. That is what we're going to have to ride on this win. We're going to bring in the Scrafty, of course, and they're going to try to swap. And I think as soon as they see this, they back out. Ah! All right. Moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see, folks? If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. Met with a Samurott. Love to see it. Let's go. Like we seen in the beginning, this is a great lead for us. Really not much to say, right? Blizzard's not very effective. Mega Horn's not very effective. Hydro Cannon's not very effective. They're swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk. We bring in Scrafty, and the rest is history. Not quite. I can't just say we win. I'm not that type of person, but we're looking pretty good here. So Earthquake doesn't do much to Scrafty. Well, it's not threatening. Take a look. There you go. Another one will take us out, so they could potentially trick you up, but they can't tend to usually get to it if you swap quick enough. When they did, right? To not give them a big energy advantage. It's usually going to be a Rock Slide here. Exactly, not very effective. And you exit the battle winning and with energy. They bring in Samurott. Oh, man. Unfortunately, we're not able to hit that foul play. I do believe we shield this up because we've hit Power Up Punch a couple of times. So our attack is raised and we're going to be doing a lot of damage. So I go ahead and shield it up. And we're able to get it through. They're still holding on to their shields. They bring in a Charizard. We bring in the Charizard. They bring in the Venusaur. We're letting this first one go through. Easy money. And, I mean, don't let it fool you. You know, if we didn't have a shield, they would have been able to win. Sludge Bomb, it does a lot of damage, as you can see here. So we're letting it go through. Shielding up the Frenzy Plant doesn't really matter. We take the win. Looking good. Alrighty, let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving here. Like I said, got a nice lengthy video. Hope you do enjoy it. Now, again, I'm going to tell you the reason why I haven't been uploading 2 videos is because I've been doing a lot of stuff lately, just taking care of business. It's really nice. And, yeah, I'm just doing generally good in life, financially and everything. So I just want to thank everybody for supporting me. Everybody who's been kind of backing me up with these morons on the internet. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I appreciate all the support and everything. And actually, one more thing, these people that are living rent-free in their head, they're actually bringing me more revenue. And I might be able to get my son a real nice present for Christmas, the one that they were actually saying crazy, horrible things about on Twitter. Who makes a new account to attack somebody's kid? How cowardly is that, right? Right? Oh, man, you have no idea what I'd love to do to these people. All right, so we're met with a Greet It here, and we're looking great. Right, Crunch is nothing that they want to do. I guess they could potentially try to go for it for the defense drop, but I think it's probably worth just keep body slamming. So they're out of here. They're like, nah, I'm good. And we swap into a Charizard, you already know. So we're easily going to let this drill run go through, no problem at all. And then farm down, having a ton of energy. They're bringing in the Greet It. We're going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Claw here. Let's see if we get a shield out of them. And yeah, we do. I mean, well, it's their last Pokemon. They have hardly any health, so obviously do. And I got to commend this player, this trainer. At this, they could have easily just backed out. I mean, this is obviously a loss here, but they're putting up a fight to the end. So again, firm handshakes and, you know, simple as that. I mean, there's not much more to say. You're going down with the ship. Anybody who does that is worth a shout out for. So good job, good game, and yep. All right, so really quick here, I just step away from the commentary. Pokemon Unite. Are you guys into that? Is it you play that any? I actually like it. It's pretty fun. I don't plan on streaming it. I don't plan on live streaming it. I don't plan on doing anything like that. No tutorials. I'm just taking it easy with this one here. I'm not super hardcore. I don't have a group to play with. I have people that play that I do occasionally play with, but for the most part, I'm solo in ranked, and I'm okay with that. I don't care if I lose, if sometimes my team sucks. It's frustrating, but I don't take this game too serious. I yell at it. Actually, I kind of yelled pretty loud last night around, I don't know, it was probably like 2:30 in the morning when the update happened after, you know, I was playing for a while. What happened was my main is Machamp, and I tried hitting my special, and it wasn't going, and everybody, the whole opponent team was like bunched up next to each other, you know Machamp special just like that super punch, and you're going to essentially take out their whole team. It's freaking nuts. Machamp is so good. And it wouldn't hit, and I was like pushing the button. I was like, oh, come on, I'm going to get like 4 kills here, come on. And they took me out. And what happened was Snorlax got me in its little levitation thing. But I was pushing the button before that. I already know you can't do it while you're in that. But man, I screamed so loud. I swear I heard a couple of my neighbors, like the creaks in the like upstairs. Like I heard it moving. Like they were probably like moving around, moving to see if they can hear. Like, oh, is there a fight going on? So I had to calm down after that. But anyway, yeah, Pokemon Unite's fun. Anyways, we're gonna be met with this Mewtwo with all this energy. So I was saving the shields for that. I already knew it had like 2 charge moves. We were able to take it out. In comes Nidoqueen, and we're going to survive this. I think we would even survive a Earth Power. Yeah, just a Poison Fang, and we're going to take the win. Looking good. Freaking love this team. Charizard is so damn awesome. Let's go. But out of this entire team, like I always say, everything plays its position. If there was a weak link that was absolutely horrible, I would say it. There is no weak link here. Scrafty is weak to Charm, weak to Fairy. Okay, that's just what it is. But it is also such a dominating Pokemon in a lot of other matchups. It doesn't really matter, as long as you have something to protect it from those weaknesses. So we're going to have a simultaneous swap, and they're bringing in Lapras here. And this Blast Burn is going to do a lot of damage. That's fine. Well, I mean, yeah, that's fine doing all that damage. What? I meant to say taking the Surf is fine. Sometimes I get these words mixed up. They're all sitting there ready to go. I just jumble them up sometimes. Anyway, we got the Blast Burn through. The reason why we didn't shield is because, well, we don't want to use that last shield. We're going to come in here and farm down with Jellicent. Fantastical. Going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, and they bring in a freaking Umbreon, folks. Oh, no. Am I going to be able to win this? We swap into Scrafty. Again, here's one of those maneuvering battles we were talking about at the beginning here. So we're going to obviously have to take this, which could have been a lot less damage if we did get off the bubble. Unfortunately, we went for a Shadow Ball. That's not very effective. Going to get off that Power Up Punch. They're going to be swapping into Gengar. I know. I didn't. All right. Did they catch that? Yeah, they did. But at this point, it doesn't matter. So it's fine. We're going to let this go through. Figured it was going to be a Sludge Bomb. I was just hoping it wasn't a Focus Blast. We resist the Ghost move, Shadow Claw, so much, we're fine. Going for a Foul Play, they're shielding it up. Swapping into Jellicent, hitting the Bubble Beam, let's go. Do you like this play? But Poke, what about the Umbreon? It's like half or more health. Yeah, and? In comes Gengar. Yeah. This is why you hold on to the shields to the bitter end, folks. Check this out. Shielding up the Foul Play. Okay, what's going to happen? Going to go for a Power Punch. Getting a little close. Getting a little nervous, and we are countering down. In comes Gengar, and we're power punching an extremely resisted Pokemon to fighting, taking the win. Scrafty, extremely putting in that one. Just an absolute champion at the end. Love to see that. Cool. Let's go. Next battle, we're met with a Skarmory. Yeah, this is actually fine. I don't mind this at all. We're just going to go ahead and go Bubble Beam. We want to lower that attack as much as possible. Landing a Shadow Ball is going to be key, but I want to lower that attack twice first. Since they haven't thrown, sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and just debuff them, even if they go for a Brave Bird at this point. But they're retreating with energy, bringing in a Ninetales. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Charizard. The Ninetales does have Charm, so we don't have to worry about fast, spammy Weather Ball. We do have to shield up the Weather Ball, though. Went for a Dragon Claw. They didn't shield it up. That's horrible. Good call on their end. And we're going to farm down the rest of the way here. That's all we have to do. There's no other play. We have to do this since we used the shield. And they're bringing in... What was that? What was that? Politoed? And going for a Blast Burn. That's actually okay. Still, Blast Burn's doing a lot of damage. Doesn't really matter. Going for a Dragon Claw. We're getting a shield that time. Swapping into Scrafty here. And we're going to see some lag. They swap into their Skarmory. Now, how's this going to play out? How are you actually going to pull this off? I don't know. Let's see. So we're going to let that go through. Sky Tag's doing a lot, but Scrafty is just a boss and absorbing it and still holding it down. We're getting off the Foul Play. They let it go through, and we're going to let this go through as well. What we're going to do now is bring in the Charizard, go ahead and shave him down. Beautiful. And now this Politoed is going to have to throw because they're not going to be farming us down with that little mud shot, whatever it has, quick move with Charizard. So we're going to get a shield out of him. And this is going to be it. Swapping into our Jellicent and then going for the Shadow Ball. They do actually hit a Blizzard here. Earthquake, Blizzard, it doesn't really matter. None of those would KO you here. Obviously, Blizzard's not going to. Earthquake's certainly not either. But we're going to go for Shadow Ball and take the win here. Let's get it. This team was on freaking fire. Loved it. And I do believe this is going to be another 5-0 set for us. And we're rising up. So we usually do a lot of testing before we actually come out with our final product for our team. Like we've discussed before, a lot of test runs. This was the test team, and it was perfect right off the bat. Now, let's get into bad leads, bad swaps, and for this battle specifically here. Nothing to my opponent. I mean, it's what it is. You just got the counters that you play the hand you were dealt. So I figured they're going to have that. All right, so we got to work around this. So this whole time I'm thinking, okay, this is fine. Don't really want to go in there with Scrafty because they're going to retreat into something. Don't really want to go in there with Charizard because they're going to hit us with Zap Cannon. Tri-Attack's also going to hurt too, the Charizard. So I decided to just stick it out with the Jellicent, just keep lowering their attack. And if you're not aware, I mean, I don't go for Shadow Ball because it's a normal type and it will do no damage at all. It's pointless. Just go Bubble Beam all the way right now. So we're just stuck in this awkward thing here. They're going to throw their energy, which is great. We're going to bring in Scrafty after this, and let's see if they decide to stay here. And what we're going to do is farm all the way down. Yeah. Even if they go for a Zap Cannon, let's see how much it does. Holy cow. So debuffed a whole bunch of times. It hardly even just does a little tickle there. Bringing in a Sylveon, we're going to instantly swap into our Charizard. The Mewtwo in the back after we do bring in Charizard, this is over for us. There's no way we can win. It is absolutely done. Now, if they had, say, one shield, yeah, we could have potentially won this for sure. But their confusions are doing too much damage. That's the whole dilemma here. The confusion damage is adding up too much. Even though we have shields, they're just going to be able to just plow through us with that damage, unfortunately, without even having to land a charge move. And, well, when the Scrafty's lined up with the Sylveon, it's over, right? I decided to just stay here, let them take me out all the way. Good game, because I do appreciate them using that Porygon 2 in the front. Nice and spicy. And, yeah, good game. You got me. Well done. All right, moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? Show me a good lead. Lugia. That is, yeah, that's actually good, right? Super effective with the Ghost. And we're going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. I'm not playing around. We're messing with a tank here. Let's go for tank moves. So we're landing that. That's big. Very nice. We're going to let this go through. Look how little damage it does. I mean, Lugia is great. It's just Jellicent is such a damn tank. They're swapping into the Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Scrafty. And you already know. We want to come out of this battle with maybe a little bit of energy so we can hit the Lugia with the foul play. Now, by the time we hit all of these power-up punches, I think we're going to hit 2. Getting hit by an Earthquake there. It's not great. Wanted to farm more, but I was thinking, you know what, they might be able to get to an Earthquake. Let's just go ahead and just power punch them, get them out of here so they're forced to hit a Rock Slide here. Now, yeah, we don't have as much energy as we would have liked to have, but at least we have some. We're going to be able to get to a foul play, which has been powered up 2 times, and will take out that Lugia, so they're going to have to shield it up unless they just want it to go down here. Let's see what they decide to do. They're letting it go. What you got in the back? The Scrafty. Okay, well, we're just going to bring in Charizard, and that is, I do believe, going to back out. Great. Take the win. Looking good. All right, let's keep it moving. Got a couple more battles here. I think this actually may be the last. Yeah, actually it is. The most annoying battle of the day. This one pissed me off so much because of the mind games they were playing. It's nothing against them. It was they played it good, but damn did they make me work. So this is a pretty interesting matchup. We have a Jellicent versus a Drifblim. Both of the same kind of family here. Got 2 floaty ghosts. They're circular and full of air. Well, at least one of us is full of air. The other is full of water, right? So we're shielding up a freaking icy wind. We go for Shadow Ball, and I do believe this is not very yep, they caught it on a Drapion. That is when I started to really get annoyed. Like the baiting in the beginning, and then that, I was almost going to hit back out. But I'm just going to stick it out because this made me want to beat them even more. Okay, so let's get it. Let's see what we have. This is a great matchup for us here. If they're going for Aqua Tail, then they have Crunch. And that's a very good thing. If they had Sludge Bomb, a little bit more pressure. But with this moveset that they have here, Scrafty is going to put it in a chokehold and laugh. So we're just going to continue on here. They could go for a Crunch, try to debuff here. Nope, just going for the damage. Aqua Tail, swapping into an Escavalier. And we're going to, as soon as I saw that, I just laughed. I was like, yeah. And started getting all cocky and yelling at the screen and stuff and getting hype, you know, because of what they did in the beginning. So, yeah. What you gonna do, buddy? What's gonna happen here, boss? I'm waiting. Drapion, I'm farming down. Okay. I was getting a little brave there. They could have aqua-tailed us out. I was taking a chance. In comes Drifblim. And honestly, things are still a bit nervous. It's not complete. Like, when they didn't use that shield, I was like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, use that damn shield, boy. What are you doing? Alright, so, yeah, taking us out here. Yeah, we're fine. And then coming in with Scrafty and just gonna, yeah, foul play and take the win. If you did enjoy my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more battles. Thank you for watching and take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!